So you're posting on all the platforms and hearing crickets, or you're posting on all the platforms, getting all this engagement and comments, and yet you're not making any sales. Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about why your content marketing probably isn't working so that you can do the opposite to change it and see great results with your content marketing. Let's go. Hey guys, I'm Gwendolyn. I'm the content creator's best friend. I'm here to simplify content for you so that you can get back to what's most important in your business. If you're new here and you haven't visited my channel yet, this is Simplified Content. Welcome, welcome. And on this channel, I help you guys with simplifying your content creation. And I'm here to specifically help those who are small business owners, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, especially coaches and service providers, and those who take their one-on-one clients and they're trading time for money. So they just don't have a lot of time to create content for their content marketing. This channel is going to be your best friend. Hi, I'm here. I'm ready to help you. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so that you can be notified when I have something new for you. But before we get started, don't forget to comment below. Let me know if you are working on some content marketing and it's feeling like it's not working, because I answer all the comments here. I don't pay a VA to do it. It's me actually commenting back. So I would love to have a conversation with you about that and how we can fix it. Okay, guys, I have 5 things that might be going on with your content creation. And if you have all of these or just a version of these or maybe just a few of these, you're going to want to stick around for all of them so that you can understand why your content marketing really isn't working for you. Number 1, you're not planning ahead. And guys, this was one of my biggest mistakes with content marketing when I first started my business. I would create and then post the same day I created, which led to so many other problems, and I'm going to go into those later on in the video, so make sure you stay till the end. But planning ahead makes all the difference in the world, and it's not just that it's going to help you with consistency. Of course, planning ahead is going to help a lot with your consistency, and we're going to go into that in a minute. But if you're not planning ahead, you can't plan around any of your business goals or authority goals or anything that you want that is in the future of your business. Okay, planning ahead is really step 1. If you want to learn how to do this, I have a great program for that. It's a very short mini course where you can plan a year worth of content in just one afternoon. So it's a lot simpler than we make it, and the link is down below, so don't forget to grab that. It's called the Content Key Annual Plan. All right, number 2, you don't have a call to action or an opt-in that makes sense for the content you are creating. So I don't recommend that you have a different opt-in for every single piece of content. You should be working on, if you don't already have, some kind of list building opt-in that's really going to help you build your list but make sense with the content you're putting out. So if you are someone who teaches people how to train their dog, don't have an opt-in that is maybe best dog foods. It sounds like it would make sense, but it actually doesn't. Think about something different. Like maybe there's something that you could create, the top 3 commands that you should teach your dog today. Whatever it is, but make sure it goes with the content you're creating. And if you're thinking, well, I'm creating all this type of content, you're telling me that I should create content for all these platforms and have all this content out there. You can make a really great optimized opt-in for all your platforms. It just may not be as specific as you are creating. So some specific opt-ins are fine, but you need to have one that is overarching and really leads to your final goal you want to get people to. So what is something that you could create that's free value that will eventually lead people to the point where you want them to be? And maybe that's your program, your service, or whatever it is that is paid. But back to the first point, again, they're not going to know that unless you give them the call to action. They're not going to know it's there. So are you putting your call to actions in the right place in your content? Are you leading into them the right way? Are you setting them up in a way that makes people say, yeah, I really need that. I'm going to grab that. Number 3, you're not consistent. Guys, I talk about this all the time, and if you need tips about being consistent, I have them all over my channel. I will link several below and of course in the cards here. But Consistency is key when it comes to content marketing. Why? Because you are losing your audience. You're creating doubt. You're creating mistrust in the fact that you could help them with either your products or services if you can't even show up for them online in a consistent way. So again, I have lots of programs on this, and you can find that out in the link below. But consistency is key. You have to keep going with consistency. And if you're thinking, okay, but making a video takes a lot of time, or, I can't post every day on all these platforms. There's a better way, I promise you. I am now able to be consistent on 6 platforms, and that includes emailing my list twice a week. So if I can do it with 2 preschoolers, I know you can do it too. I promise you can. And honestly, it came down to the fact that I was complicating content creation by way too much. I was making it so much harder in my head than it needed to be. So if you want my exact system for creating content consistently for multiple platforms, please let me know. I have it for you, and I would love to share it with you, because I don't want anyone to go through life and business feeling like they can't be consistent with their content. Honestly, being consistent with content is the one thing that changed everything for my business. Number 4, your message is murky. What does that mean? Your message is just all over the place. Maybe you are bouncing from one topic to another and it has nothing to do with how people can work with you, or it's getting watered down because you're trying to post it on different platforms, and you're starting with a blog post that talks about one thing and an Instagram post that talks about something completely different, and on the same day, people are seeing all these random things from you instead of a cohesive message throughout all your platforms at the same time. So don't water down your message. Keep your message true throughout all the platforms, and make sure that you are talking about things that actually are things that you can help people with, right? They're actually your services or your products. If you're not talking about those things and you're talking about something completely random, and I'm just gonna give myself as an example. Yes, I help people with content marketing, but if I went really specific and I started talking specifically about Instagram stories all the time, that's not really helping my audience understand how they can work with me. That's kind of telling them that maybe I'm the Instagram stories person, that they should come work with me if they want to learn more about Instagram stories, or YouTube if I'm only posting about how to do things better on YouTube or optimize your YouTube channel. So make sure that your content is actually setting up what you offer in paid services or products, right? So your free content should really be promoting your paid products and services all the time, no matter when you're posting it, even if, especially if it's evergreen content, if it's something someone could find 2 years down the line, we want to make sure that messaging is still very clear. Number 5, lastly, I just want to point this out. Not everyone is using their platforms to the fullest. So I don't care what platform you're on, whatever you're utilizing, whatever platform you really love putting your content out on, you're probably not using it to its fullest. And I'm going to use Instagram as a great example. There are so many people who worry about what to post on their feed, and they spend so much time on that perfect caption and that perfect filter for their photo, and they're really the hashtags, all the things that they're just putting out there on Instagram, and they forget that there's so many other ways to be using Instagram that are actually more engaging, right? So there's stories, which is the most engaging part of Instagram. We now have Reels, which you should absolutely be using. It's totally trying to compete with TikTok. And in a way, it's a great platform because you can be found not only in your own stories by your own audience, but you can be found in Reels in the separate section of Instagram. You can also be using IGTV. There's so many other ways. So if you are focusing on just one little piece of the platform, you're not using it to its fullest. YouTube is another option. If you're just creating content that gets put out on YouTube and you're spending all your time there, you're probably not connecting with your audience in a way like using lives. Lives are so important on YouTube, and I'm not saying they need to be used all the time, but they are a great way to connect with your audience, and they can be used as future content. Lives are evergreen content on YouTube. That's not the same for Facebook, but Facebook is also a good example of using live content with connection with other things. So make sure that you are using whatever platform you are choosing to its fullest. So guys, if you are feeling like your content marketing is not working for you, it's just falling on deaf ears, or maybe you're getting engagement, but you're not getting sales or even leads into your email list, guys, I am here to help you. Consider all of these things we talked about in this video, and if you still need help, I am here for you. So let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to grab your free mini course, jump in my free group, ask the questions, be a part of my lives, and join the conversation. I'm here to help you, and I can't wait to hear about what impact you are making in the world. So I will see you guys next time.